home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work first. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one, will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. NC State quick to the line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the move to his left. He'll heave it deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. He wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Everett. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Baker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Wide out trying to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Hart. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They drag him down at the 30. Yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
We reached the break. It's NC State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hart. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Going to swing it on second down. Swings it out to his running back. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Mustangs! Nice catch. Work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. You make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team, everything in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. NC State going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll start this drive with a pass. Rush is on him. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Handoff from the gun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Now on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Give him 6. Touchdown, NC State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
SMU 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarter.
And down he goes back at the 3.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Ventura. Got him downfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback. He'll just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. The 30. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game.
On the set. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Makes the catch.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Ventura. Bringing the heat. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move, it's Everett. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We're close on that one as he... drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break. Didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching. Got a man, it's Everett. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. NC State quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Ventura. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. Two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Hauls it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Waddle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Thompson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, SMU! The defense putting points on the board. The offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on. And his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.